welcome back to the channel. My name is InsideAgameR and today I'm bringing you a new game, Pandemia virus Outbreak. This was just released today. I'd like to thank the developers of Pocket of Energy for sending me a key to review it for you guys. And what it's all about is we swipe cards to face the deadly virus threat in this story-driven strategy game. Step into the world on which you will face the decisions on world leaders make in the event of a deadly virus threat. Every decision has consequences, and that is exactly the kind of game that we want to play. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to start as a world leader, new game. So the interface is very kind of like a Google game, like, you know, an Android game. So here we go, we kind of got all the contents of the world. And our first event is ring ring. Yes, hello, my name is Dr. Edmund Goodberg. I'm calling from Emergency Operations Center. Okay, so obviously we can swipe either way and it seems to give us different points. I think how we're going to play the game first is we're going to see how quickly we can destroy the world. So let's say hello. We have possessed information about a new virus outbreak in your country. We don't know what it is and we didn't inform anyone for now. How can I help you? Redirect me to someone that specializes with this type of critical situation. So we've got Edmund Goodberg or Mario Escobario. So at the top there they got happiness, they seem to have science. Okay, so look, we're going to try and destroy the world as quick as we can. It's day 0. We're going to go for Maria Escobario because she is all about the money. The doctor from the local hospital is not feeling well. He's been working a lot lately, so he's been downplaying his symptoms. In the evening, it turned out he was infected with the virus. He had contacted with dozens of patients in the clinic. Okay, so our choices are inform the clinic patients that we need to test. Send the doctor to quarantine. No one can know about you. Yes. Oh, Australia has already contracted the disease. Someone published information on Twitter about a school where 10 students have strong flu. We're going to do nothing for now. During the wedding ceremony, the guests received dishes that probably caused symptoms similar to the virus. Close the restaurant serving the dishes and look for the source. Examine the food. Let's examine the food samples. We don't know. After examining the samples, it turns out the pork meat was the source of the virus. Finish the case, the whole investigation will be expensive. Yes. Okay, we made 2 days. Unfortunately, the infected meat has been delivered to many shops and the number of patients has increased dramatically. Close shops, dispose of the meat and close local livestock. Close the shops, utilize the contaminated meat. Oh yeah, we might as well eat it. After a short while, you get the message from your staff about a previous tweet gaining popularity on the news. They're not true. That's what we're going to say. We're on day 4. We're doing quite well here. The summer season favours the reproduction of insects. Unfortunately, there's a risk of the mosquitoes drinking the blood of disease and carriers. Subject mosquitoes to laboratory. Issue a ban on leaving the house and order to put mosquito nets on the windows. That's it. No one is allowed to leave the house. People underestimate the warning. Oh, we know all about that in this current climate. Insects bites other people and the result they all end up in hospitals. You don't have a choice. Okay, so we've now spread it from Australia to Asia. Asia is closing the borders for 48 hours. A lot of people want to go back to the continent. Close the borders immediately. We cannot allow people to leave. We'll let them all return home. Surely they have the right to return home, although they have to be quarantined. Yes. People have returned to their homes, but many of them have gone to the cafe instead. Of course. Introduce controls. Bring in the army. Issue a statement regarding the breach of quarantine. Yeah, huge financial penalties. That's what we're going to go for. Rapid development of tourism has made it easy for people to move between continents. Reports about increase in disease did not stop people from realizing their planned vacation. Stop flights only to the most vulnerable places. Yeah, we'll do that. Unfortunately, people don't trust the leader. They demand truth information at someone who cares about them. There is no other way to do this. Change leader. Change leader and make a statement. Oh, what? So I don't have a choice here. Okay, we'll change leader. The media, we've got to day 8. The media received information about the doctor dealing with sick patients. The doctor, despite the use of protective clothing, was infected with the virus. His condition is severe. We'll just maintain. Sure, it's going very well this. The other doctors, okay, of course. Assure healthy doctors that sick doctors have become infected outside of the hospital. Increase subsidies for protective measures. We'll just tell them it came from elsewhere. You lost. The people didn't approve your decisions. Next time you've been removed from power, maybe next time you can make better choices. Okay, so we lasted 9 days. That's not too bad. I really wanted to kind of destroy the world. Didn't really give me the options. Shall we try again? Okay, we're back again, and this time we're going to try and do the right thing. I think that's the only thing we can do, really. So look, let's find out what we can do for this guy. So we've got Edmund, Goodberg, or Maria again. To be honest with you, I think it's Maria again. She has the best stats. And we started in Australia. One tourist bitten by a wild cat. How random. He was reported to the hospital with a high fever and growing wound in his leg. Let's quarantine the patient. That was a good decision. The patient is a carrier of the virus. Start testing and see if the virus has mutated to infect other animals. Send the service to look for wild cats. Let's find out. Let's start doing the testing. The upcoming local Olympics in Australia is an opportunity to compete in the sports. The spectacle is also connected to the arrival of a large number of tourists. Olympics will be held. Cancel the Olympics. I think that's all we can do here. We need to stop all movement of people. The priest is not feeling well in one of the churches. After the holy masses, he ends up in hospital. It turns out that he has infected. He has contact with 100 believers. Okay, we're going to place notice on this church and close the building. I think that's the best thing to do at this point. An aeroplane arrives in Australia where passengers report feeling unwell. Quarantine all passengers. People are revolting. They want to go home. Well, we have to stop them. We can't let them do what they want to do. Further analysis of the virus shows that animals such as birds and rodents also carry the disease. Introduce, produce, disposal of livestock, birds, and ban the sale of their meat. Introduce emergency hygiene measures. Okay, I think we should ban their meat. Poultry farmers now demanding compensation. We're going to maintain our decision. I think that's still the best thing. We've kept this pretty low at the moment. Doctors report new outbreaks all over Asia. New vaccines do not work on patients who may be infected with the mutated virus. Publish preventative information on how to deal with the virus. Hold an extraordinary meeting of scientists and governments. Jesus, I don't know what's the right one there. The meeting revealed the need of a thorough investigation of the virus. Okay, well, we already knew that. Okay, dispatch the scientists. That's probably a bad idea now. The rapid development of tourism has made it easy for people to move between continents. Okay, so suspend flights. People are transferring the virus to other continents. Okay, all flights are suspended. Scientists return with the samples. They will be added to the database to prevent further virus spread. Okay, that's great. We like that. Unfortunately, people don't trust the leader. They demand truthful information and someone who cares. But what? What is wrong with these people? I am doing the best I can. Look, this is way better than before. Let's change leader and make a statement. The media report is the first fatal case of the illness. Take samples from the patient and analyze them. Maybe it's... Okay, let's take samples. One of the doctors in the city hospitals gives an interview in which he declares the patients have high fever and breathing difficulties and being admitted to hospital. In the interview, he indicates that patients do not respond well to traditional treatments. After watching the interview, people start speculating about the threat of the virus. Ban the hospitals from giving interviews. Contact the media and provide a report on the research and preventive activities carried out. I don't know. There's no real good answer here, is there? Okay, we'll do that. New scientists have learned the structure and origin of the virus. The reasons for the mutation are known. Start researching the drug, start researching the vaccine. What's the difference? Let's get the vaccine. We must prepare for the worst. It's time to turn on preventive measures at South America. Okay. Spending large amounts of money on prevention is not needed. Invest in promoting hygiene among citizens. Invest in new factories, ventilators, protective clothing, and disinfectants. Okay, we can do that. It's going to cost me a fortune, though. Created vaccine seems to eliminate the virus from the volunteer patient. We need to test the vaccine on more volunteers. Alright, we're going to tell them to find more volunteers. You've lost all your money due to decisions you made. This is all over for us. The world has ended. Well, we lasted 14 days, and I think that is a record for me. You could have made better decisions. I don't really understand how I could have made better decisions, if I'm honest with you. I thought I made pretty good decisions. Everything costs money, so it does tell us what's going on with the world. Are we heading for a recession? Because this sounds very similar to what's currently going on, doesn't it? Anyways, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the game. Have any of you played the game? Do you want me to play a bit more of the game? Do you want me to see if I could beat 14 days? I tried to end the world as quick as I could, and I did the best I could of that. I think it was 4 days, I think. That's not too bad. If any of you haven't done so already, please do subscribe below to the channel, hit that bell icon for notifications. I upload nearly every single day. And other than that, for myself, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.